Great picture, TGH Lucky. It's so easy to get caught up in our plans, dreams, and hopes for the future. We excitedly imagine what's to come, but rarely do we consider the possibility that life might not go exactly as planned. He has recently become a father to a beautiful baby girl, Lily, and his heart overflows with love and joy. Life is good. However, fate has a cruel twist in store. In a moment that seems ripped from a nightmare, Thomas and his wife Emily experience a devastating accident that claims the life of their infant daughter. Drawn to its worn pages, he opens it, seeking perhaps an answer, a sign, or just a word of comfort. For weeks, he'd wrestled with feelings of guilt, anger, and despair, wondering if God had forsaken them in their darkest hour. But this verse, with its promise of morning, offers a glimmer of hope, a suggestion that the dawn will eventually break through the long night of his grief. The book falls open to Psalm 30, a psalm known for its message of hope and healing. The psalm doesn't merely suggest that joy will follow sorrow, but it also highlights the importance of perseverance. It reminds him that even in the depths of despair, God's steadfast love endures. And with that realization comes a renewed sense of strength. The message resonates deeply with the couple, reminding them of God's presence in their suffering and the promise of joy to come. He whispers, "Weeping may stay for the night, but joy comes in the morning." The words of Psalm 30 echoing in his voice. In that moment, they are united not only in their grief, but also in their faith and the belief that brighter days lie ahead. And as his eyes scan the familiar verses, one line in particular catches his attention. When facing sudden changes or losses in our lives, it's natural to feel a mix of emotions, from shock and disbelief to anger and despair. But amidst the chaos, it's crucial to remember that we're not alone. Reaching out for support, whether from friends, family, or a higher power, can provide the strength and comfort we need to navigate these difficult moments. And that it is in the face of adversity that our true strength and faith are tested. Through it all, the message of hope remains steadfast. Just as the sun rises every morning, bringing light after the darkest night, so too can we find solace in the promise of new beginnings and the unwavering belief in a brighter tomorrow. Be patient with yourself and allow yourself the time you need to heal. Lean on your support system, find comfort in your faith or beliefs, and hold on to the hope that brighter days are ahead. If this story touched your heart and inspired you, don't forget to share it with others. Your support means everything to us and allows us to continue creating content that touches hearts and uplifts spirits. Also, if you haven't already, we invite you to subscribe to our channel as we continue to share more stories of faith, hope, and inspiration. Until next time, may you find comfort in the words of Psalm 30. Weeping may remain for a night, but rejoicing comes in the morning. Remember, even in the darkest of nights, the morning will eventually come. Reach out for professional help if needed, and most importantly, hold on to hope. Hope can be a guiding light when times are tough. It is the belief that better days will come and that we have the strength to get through difficult times. The weight of his unanswered prayers, the depth of his sorrow, and the flicker of hope ignited by the words of the psalm converge within him. It's a moment of profound realization, a turning point where he confronts the reality of his grief and acknowledges the presence of God in the midst of it. This could involve engaging in activities that bring us joy, connecting with others who understand what we're going through, or reflecting on the lessons we can take away from challenging situations. By acknowledging our feelings, we can begin the healing process and work through our grief. Weeping may remain for a night, but rejoicing comes in the morning. Grief-stricken and desperate for answers, they turn to God in their time of need. These are the steps that can lead us towards healing and help us navigate life, his unexpected turns, with greater resilience and faith. They begin to attend a grief support group at their church, a testament to their resilience in the face of adversity. Their story doesn't end in tragedy, but takes an inspiring turn towards healing and hope. That sometimes the unexpected turns we face could lead us to a different path, one we never anticipated. Amidst their inconsolable sorrow, their friends and well-wishers rally around them, offering support and sharing Bible verses that speak of hope and divine purpose. Yet for Thomas, these words seem distant and meaningless. The dam holding back his emotions breaks, giving way to a torrent of tears. But these are not tears of despair, but of healing. They are the tears of one who has finally found the courage to confront their pain and seek solace in faith. How can there be hope when his entire world has crumbled? Where is God in their darkest hour of need? So how can we navigate these uncharted waters without panicking when things don't go according to plan? How can we learn to find hope amidst unexpected circumstances? But as the nights grow longer and the weight of their loss feels unbearable, Thomas reaches a breaking point. Overwhelmed with despair, he cries out, "Where are you, God?" This desperate plea becomes the turning point in their story, a moment that propels them towards a deeper understanding of faith and the nature of hope itself. These are important questions that all of us have to ask ourselves. Welcome back to another episode. Today, we will be diving deep into the topic of learning to adapt and find hope when faced with sudden changes or losses in our lives. Our journey begins with an individual named Thomas, a young man whose life is brimming with promise and potential. Thomas finds solace in prayer, pouring out his heart to the heavens, questioning why and searching for light in the darkness. Days turn into a blur, marked by the haunting silence of their now empty nursery and the unanswered questions that echo in Thomas's soul. As Thomas sits amidst the debris of his shattered dreams, his gaze falls upon his Bible lying unopened nearby. These words strike a chord within Thomas, resonating with the turmoil of emotions he's been battling. However, as he continues reading Psalm 30, Thomas discovers a deeper, more profound meaning. This discovery brings a wave of emotions to the surface. In that moment of raw honesty, Thomas experiences a cathartic release, and as the days pass, Thomas and Emily find strength in each other and in their faith. One Sunday morning, as they sit together in a pew, the pastor's sermon delves into the very same Psalm 30 that had touched Thomas's heart weeks before. As the service comes to an end, Thomas turns to Emily, a newfound determination in his eyes. So what can we learn from Thomas's story? It's also essential to allow ourselves to grieve. Suppressing or ignoring our emotions won't make them disappear. Instead, it can lead to further emotional distress. Finding meaning and purpose in our struggles can be a source of strength. Lastly, it's important to remember that healing takes time. There's no set timeline for grief or recovery. So when faced with sudden changes or losses, remember to lean on your support system. Grieve, find meaning, heal at your own pace, and never lose hope. In conclusion, Thomas's story serves as a powerful reminder that life's journey is filled with unexpected turns. So if you're going through a difficult time right now, know that you're not alone. Thank you for joining us today.